Welcome back, Generals, to another Let's Fix Generals 0 Hour to make the best game ever. Good. Then... So last session we did open a new pull for a big refactor on the view, on the camera related code, but we need to do some modifications. So Greptile complained about this not being bool. Okay, let's fix that. And then there seems to be some compile error here. Let's see what that is about. W3D view, CPP, line 3303, 3303. Okay. Okay. Fix bool and compile error. Debug compile error. Hold on. Oh, that's not quite right. This needs to go somewhere else. I think in here. No. This one. This one. Okay, and then is within camera height constraints. I think that is part of this one, right? There we go. Auto squash, rebase. Okay, let's double check. Okay, and okay, excellent. And then we also need to add the pull ID to the commit titles. Okay. Should probably make a script to automate this kind of shit. I said this already multiple times, but every time I do it manually. Yeah. Well, keeps a monkey brain sharp, right? Doing repetitive tasks. Okay. Well, that took a minute. Good. Add this. Fixed. Fix compile hour. Debug compile hour. Okay, then we need to build it and test it. So, good. So the mission is to test game, see if the camera acts normal. Yeah. Okay. Okay, in the meantime, let me see what is currently approved. So, bucket form. So I think we can merge. We can merge this one, and this one. Yeah. Fix inner animations to scale with display resolution. Okay. This looks good to me. Let me update the title also. So it's bug fix UI. Bug fix. Bug fix GUI. No, I think the title is fine. Fix window animations to scale with display resolution. Window animation. Movement. Fix window animation movement. Fix game window animation movements to scale with display resolution. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay, I think this looks good. Yeah. Okay. Proof. GUI, minor, gen, bug. Okay, I need to approve it. Good. GLA BattleBus can now respond to attack commands while in bunkered form. I think this one was all good. Yeah. Let me double check one more time. Right. Okay. This one is good. Okay. Squash and merge. Okay, that is done. Next. Fix crash by initializing dbridge shadow name to an empty string. This one was missed or was planning. Okay, let me look at this one more time. So, shadow name. Allow updates. Tree buffer. Okay. Okay. Okay, is this really complete now? I thought there were more of these. Yeah, I think you missed some. Um, it looks like some of the edits were lost on the rebase. Mm-hmm. Good, then we will merge this one next here. And okay, what about these guys here? Okay, makes sense. Then hopefully after these ones we have reached equilibrium again. Equilibrium. Is that the right thing? Equilibrium. Emotional balance. What does it actually mean, equilibrium? Intellectual or emotional balance? Cambridge Dictionary. Whatever. Balanced harmony. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, then let's look over. Let's look into the files once more. Okay, we looked at all of them. Sensitive property. Good. Then we have looked at all of them. We have looked at all of these. And here we have specific, overridden, volume, or an overridden value. Huh? Okay. Motion, assign, particle. Fall off. Empty. Ones, columns. Existing, assign. Release, running. Offsetting, submit. Okay. Ability. Okay. Okay. Are these ready to merge, or do they need some rebasing? This one is ready. Ready. Oh, this one is not. This needs rebase. Oh. Rebasing. Good. Then we will have to wait until this one is resolved before we can start merging. Good. Then we will merge just this here now. And then, yeah, wait for the rest. Okay, do I need to update any of my other changes? Author. Okay, good. Then let's merge this. Fix game when animation movements to scale with display resolution. Okay. Good. Then, yeah, I need to wait for reviews on these two and this one. And let's see if Greptile is happy now with this. We still need to test as well. Greptile is happy. Yeah. What is this? Logic change from original. Previously adjusted when scroll amount is smaller than cutoff. Now adjust when scroll amount larger equal cutoff. Adjust zoom when scrolling. Is scrolling too fast? Just zoom when scrolling. Is scrolling, but it's meant to be. If not, is scrolling too fast? Let me double check that. Simplify zoom adjust. So it claims that here the logic has changed. Let's see. Is scrolling. Okay, fair. Is scrolling too fast? Is scrolling too fast? The scroll amount length is larger equals scroll amount cutoff. Smaller scroll amount cutoff. Is scrolling too fast and not is scrolling too fast. Just zoom when not scrolling. When scrolling. We're not scrolling. Okay, so this one says so this one is within height constraints, this guy, right? Yeah. And this one is when it's too fast, length. So the scroll amount needs to be smaller than the cutoff. And here I said scrolling is too fast, so I negated this condition and then I negated it here. I just zoom when scrolling. Is scrolling, which is this. To me it looks correct. Scroll up previously adjusted when scroll amount smaller cutoff. Yes. Now adjust when scroll amount larger equal cutoff. Huh? Or height. Previously adjusted when scroll amount is smaller, this or this or this. Now adjust when scroll amount larger equal. I don't know, to me it looks like the AI is wrong here. So we are scrolling too fast. The scroll amount is larger than the cutoff. This is correct. This means that we're scrolling too fast. And then we say we only adjust the zoom when scrolling, and we are not scrolling too fast because then we don't want to adjust the zoom. And, or we are not within the height constraints. Then we also force the zoom while we scroll. This looks perfectly correct to me, logically. Negation of is within camera height constraint expands to that, which drops the scroll amount smaller cutoff. Scroll amount, smaller cutoff. Okay, let's just test it in game. Okay, let's go. Let's first look at the intro share map. Let's speed this up a bit. Okay. Yeah, this looks okay. We see the German Kerl on the hill. We see the tanks, the mountains, the tomahawks. Yeah. We see the police cars. Okay. Okay. I think scripted camera looks fine. Let's open a match here. This. Okay. Let's sell the command center. Okay. Then let's see if the camera works. Yeah, the zoom works. Let's see. Actually, let's test it on Alpine Assault. That was a good map for testing this, because it has these high cliffs on the edges. So if we scroll fast, it won't adjust the zoom. But if we scroll slowly, it will adjust the zoom. Okay. Seems fine. Yeah. Okay, looks good to me. Behavior looks perfectly fine to me. Yeah. Let's check about rotation. Yeah. Reset. Yeah. Let's check pitching change. Yeah. Pitching. Now we reset. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Cool. Yeah, it seems fine to me. I don't see any regression here. Are you sure? Are you sure? Just scrolling. The negation of this matches the original condition. I tested this code in game and it works correctly. So I really don't understand why it suggests this. It means that it would adjust the zoom and scrolling when scrolling too fast. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. To me, it looks like the AI is hallucinating here. Good. Let's get back to normal pitch, which is somewhere here. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm happy with that. Let me go through the commits once more. So pitch and angle to default. So we rotate. Yeah. So let's say we change the pitch and then we load out into shell map, then it should have the default pitch again. Yeah, it does. Okay, and then what else can we test? Simplify zoom, we just tested. Duplicate terrain render updates. Yeah, otherwise we wouldn't see stuff here if it wasn't working. Real zoom cam, I guess we can run a few cutscenes. Position code, clip planes. Yeah, let's run a few campaign cutscenes. Somewhere in Kazakhstan. Okay, so we see birds, we see a cliff, bunch of trees, and some lousy bikes jumping. One lousy bike. Well, 20 lousy bikes, or 30, or I don't know, 50, 100. A lot. Man, those GLA cruises. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 So far, so good. God damn the Admiral. Oh boy. Poor guy. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Secure the train depot and destroy surrounding GLA base. Okay, so the cutscene looked pretty good to me. Let's play on a bit here. Let's rush, yeah. Let's take all these forces here and rush. Let's put these guys into the Humvees here. Mm-hmm. Okay, then we attack this here. Okay. Let's get the repair drones here. Mm-hmm. Okay, easy bash. Oh boy. This Humvee's under fire. It survived. Oh no, it didn't survive. Oh boy. They always shoot on the Humvees. God damn. My poor Humvees. Okay, reinforcements. Wow, that's a big bundle. Why did they all land together? That looked weird. At the SWX. In USA mission 1 at the train depot, the plane, the plane ranger drop looked strange. Wonder if that is related to. Well, but I have retake compatible CSC, it shouldn't be. Okay, let's take a look at the cutscene. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oof. Let's evacuate here, because it's about to die. Wow, this ranger is very strong here. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. B2 bomber. Yeah. Beautiful bomb drop. Mm-hmm. There was a guy very close to the camera for one frame. Okay, but I can say the scripted camera looks normal, I would say. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Good. Yeah, from my side, everything looks normal. You're absolutely right. Looking at the logic more carefully, blah, 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 is scrolling. Is that? So is scrolling expands to exactly the same condition as the original. I was incorrect in my analysis, of course. Factoring preserves the original behavior perfectly by improving readability. Good, thanks. Mm-hmm. Great. Mm-hmm. Good. So we tested in game. Then let's test in World Builder once to see if that looks as usual. But this is actually just in-game camera, but test it anyway. The World Builder has its own camera code actually, which we don't touch. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so we can scroll around, we can zoom out, zoom in. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Okay, cool. Tested in 0 hour. Camera zoom, zooming, pitching, rotating, resetting, worked. Camera scrolling, zooming, pitching, rotating, resetting, worked as usual. Scripted camera looked as usual. Worked as usual. Good. From my side, this refactor is a total success. Okay. Then we need to wait for Baptista on this guy. We'll be right back. So, then, so with this in place, what we can do next is we go to work in progress, fix camera 3. And we reset these two here. And we create a copy of this one for let me remove this delete. I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory. Rename. So let me do a rebase. Okay. Solve conflicts. Base type. Yeah. Okay, what's the conflict here? Set from points, no Z. Probably the constness, right? We take the blue one. Okay, is that it? Yeah. Okay, fantastic. Next. Here we also take the below one. Yeah. Okay, is that it? Let's rename this to Work in Progress Camera 4. Okay, good. Then base type. Okay. It's in region with Z. Huh. It's a region with Z. Okay. Good. Then the next thing we can work on is the particle stuff. Optimize. Basically this one. Set object ID. I will be right back. So regarding this fix here that we made, I wonder I wonder if this is actually something we can observe in game. Truck draw. So what is this? If frames airborne. Airborne. Okay. How do we deal with this? Let's go to main branch. Actually, before we do that, let's see if we have an update here. Let's see, test vote. Vote passed. Look at that. 100% of the users' binding votes were in favor. Look at that. Celebration. In favor, against. Mm-hmm. 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 Cool. Mm-hmm. Okay, regarding this one here. It's for loss on rebase. Remove more unnecessary defaults. 1, 2. 1, 2. Let's see. Files. Offset X0. Okay, let me see if there are any more than that. Shadow type info. So this one he did fix, right? Set model name, yeah. Default draw. Okay. And then model draw. Okay. Tree buffer. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Reserve crash. Okay. Confirm, squash, and merge. Okay. What would be the smallest sufficient value for this height to still look okay with tall camera? 3,500. Well, then let's go for that value. Raised from 500 over to beam Z offset. Beam Z offset. Beam set. Target position. The comment can also clarify that this was done so that enormous camera heights cannot see above the origin of the laser. The origin of the laser. How do we type enormous? Enormous camera heights cannot see above. Okay. Thanks for checking. Code looks good to me. The comments could be improved a bit. Okay. Good. Then then the next thing we will do is this one here, wrong dot effect. So we need to figure out what this would fix. So, let's pull, and then we do a cherry pick. Yeah. Fix truck draw particle effects, dirt effects. Okay, and then we do test this. Yeah. So let's look at the code to figure out what this would entail. If we can figure out what this would mean. So dirt effect, if dirt effects, set size multiplier factor trigger. It definitely meant to be dirt effect here because there is a condition for this here, right? It's not checking for dust effect here. It is checking for dirt effect. Interestingly, here down here is another stop. Yeah. Okay, so how about we set a breakpoint in here and here, and we see if we can get it to trigger when we play the game. So it looks like it needs to be airborne. So like a cliff jumper, for example, but a cliff jumper is not a truck. How do we make a truck airborne? Maybe drive down a ramp. I think then they can fly a little bit. Not sure. Not sure. Another change we could do here is merging this here with this. It's weird. Hold on. Here it has the same condition as here with stop. If dirt effect. Why is this here not in here? I'm so confused. Why is this down here? What is this? Yeah. Huh. I don't know. It's weird. This is weird down here as well. Let's not question it. So. Let's disable generals and tools and CMake. Okay. Okay, let's take a look at this guy here while we wait for the compilation. After some testing, the best approach seems to be to measure the width of each value and use the highest width across all rows for each column with a small fixed gap before each new column. This keeps all columns aligned across every row without hard-coded per column gaps or clamping. Fair enough. Okay. Okay. I see fill, yeah. Last values. This fill. This one fill is superfluous. It will be empty regardless. The strings will be empty regardless. I'm a bit confused by this one here. What is this doing? Huh? This code is so complicated. At least it looks pretty. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Indentation. Prefer put assignee on the left side in both condition. Prefer put assignee to the left side in the condition as well. So say if max is larger than this, then this, because then it's easier to read in the condition as well. Makes it easier to read. Mm-hmm. Let's say makes it arguably. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Good. So let's test this bad boy here. Oh, I didn't want to test word builder. Never mind. Mm-hmm. Good. So then we wanted to test a flying truck, right? So yeah, let's take USA. Let's get a Humvee. A Humvee is truck, right? If I'm not mistaken, it is. Okay, and then we go flying. Aha, see, now it triggers. So it's already airborne. And a dirt effect. So it does something here. So I guess if we drive down here, yeah, it also flies. Okay, so if we are a little bit airborne, it does something. Okay, let's make it a bit slower. I don't see anything. Okay, there is one splash effect. Trigger, dirt effect. Landing sound. Okay, when it lands. When it lands. I didn't see anything. I have no idea what this fixes. Something. Dirt effects. Dust effect, dirt effect. Let's try a different truck, maybe. Which truck is fast? Maybe China truck is really slow. Maybe a Technica GLA. Let's try a GLA. So I would have expected that when a truck falls down, hits the terrain, that then it creates some impact effect or something. Okay. Okay, let's see what this technical is doing. Okay, there's some impact effects. Let's try it again. Okay. But maybe that's just the driving effect. Let's launch original game and test this side by side. So we have English game, general win. Yeah. Okay, so this is original. And so we need gentle to set FPS limit to 30 after we have built some shit. Oh. So Solo, skirmish, Alpine assault. Okay, then we get the Technica. Okay, put it up here. Then we do the same here. Good. So then let's test the side by side. So here, let's set the FPS to 30, and here as well. So we have equal conditions. Okay, so then we take this guy and we drive down here, and there is a little hit effect. It looks the same to me. I can't tell. It looks the same to me. I don't know what to say about this. I don't see a difference. There must be some difference, but I just don't see it. Let me double check that the code really triggers. Yeah. So truck draw. Oh, it doesn't trigger. Well. Okay, well, that's upsetting. So we tested with a unit that doesn't trigger this code. Is that right? Oh, well, okay, well, let's get back to the Humvee then. Let's compare the Humvee again. So Chile, USA. So let's double check that this guy hits. It does. Okay, so the Humvee definitely triggers this code. Okay, then let's compare this with the Humvee. Yeah. Okay. So 30 FPS. 30 FPS. So we take the Humvee and we jump down here. The power slide is creating so many particles here. Look at that. Holy shit. The particle effect from the power slide is outrageous. What the fuck? I don't know what to say about this. That effect. Dust effect. Dust. That effect. That effect. There definitely is some effect here, but I don't see a difference. Let's try a different vehicle. Let's try the supply truck, okay? I hope it can fly. China. China supply truck here. Okay, let's put a breakpoint. Okay, that also triggers. Let's see how it looks. I didn't see anything. It looks like it does the same as a Humvee, more or less. Yeah, I don't see a thing there. It looks like there is a bigger dirt effect or a bigger dust effect when it hits the ground here. Right? Yeah. Okay, those dirt effect. I think this is a dirt effect, and okay, this looks outrageous. I wonder if that's related to this here. Yeah, the dirt looks way too big here. If that is the dirt, I don't know if it is, but look at how big that is. But I thought this is a power slide effect. But maybe it's not. I thought that this is a power slide here, this one. Let's do the following. Let's remove the let's go one before. Yeah. Okay. Let's look at how it was before. This big power slide effect or whatever that is, that looks weird. Way too much particles. Too big particles. Yeah. So, okay, so let's see how that looks now. Okay, the effect is much smaller. Okay, so we definitely introduce some issue if we do this change. Okay. We shouldn't touch that then. Interesting. Interesting. Dust effect. Okay, it is weird that here it says if dirt effect, then we do this. Dust effect, speed. Dust effect. Okay. How would we rewrite this another way? So this dirt effect, let's see. Dirt effect, start, stop. Okay. Is significantly above terrain. This motif. Okay. Dust effect, dirt effect, if dirt effect. Could it be? Aha. No. Power slide effect. I mean, there are different possibilities that maybe this was meant to be if dust effects, then do this. But then there's one here. Need more dust the faster we go. If dirt effect. Size multiplier, speed. Yeah, it's also possible that maybe this is meant to be for dust effect, this stuff here. Yeah. Maybe. Dust effect. Trigger. If not accelerating or speed is above 2. What is size cap? 2. How does that work? Size cap is 2. Then this can never be true here, right? If the size cap is 2. That does make sense. That's weird. This code is weird. Oh, man. Speed. Speed. If dust effect. Need more dust, the faster we go. There's other code that does this here. Size cap. Same here. Dust effect, dirt effect. Man, this code is really, really confusing. How did they intend this to be? Clearly, this can't be right. Like, we're checking for dirt effect, and then we touch dust effect. Else we touch dirt effect again. That doesn't make any sense. To me, it looks like there's some error here, but... Truck draw. Yeah, so it's weird also to me that this cap is in this condition here. Why is it not outside? And then why is this here? Like, the speed can't be larger than 2. Right. Dust. Dirty thing. Dirty thing. Okay, let's do the following tests. We change this to dust and this to dust. Yeah? And then we see what happens. Okay. So, truck, move here. 30. Let's fly. I don't see dust effects anymore. It looks totally different now. He doesn't produce any dust anymore. What is this? Yeah, it's... why is this code so weird? What is this? That doesn't matter. What? If dust effect. Dust effect stop. Right. Dirt. It's probably because this happens here, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Could it be that we have to remove this guy? Because it's already down here, right? If dirt effect. Dirt effect. Yeah, this looks redundant here. So this was before dirt effect. So let's remove that. So we now have just if dust effect, then we do this. Okay, let's test that. Speed. Okay, so the truck now should behave the same, if we're not mistaken. Okay, let's drive over here. Oh, we had the dozer move too. Let's move him out of the way. So the power slide effect or dirt looks okay. We do see dust. Okay, looks normal on first sight. Let's jump. Yeah. Yeah. Looks the same to me. Okay, so let's say we have that. And then now we have twice this up here. So we could combine that. And now we have this dust. And now we could say else this. Yeah. Now the question is, why is the size cap in here? Speed larger than 2. Speed, not accelerating. Dust effect. Speed. Need more dust the faster we go. I wonder if this speed cap up here was not meant to affect this one down here. You know? 102. Speed is large. I mean, this was never able to be true because we kept it up here as long as it is a dust effect. Yeah, that's weird. So I would say we remove this condition here. That would make more sense, I think. Yeah. Speed. I think this makes sense. Let's test that. So, how does the truck look? Okay. Looks okay. Let's test with the army. Okay. So, Humvee's jumping, it landed. There's some dirt effect when we land. Yeah. This seems fine. Yeah. Okay. To me, that makes sense. Yeah. So the dirt effect is this effect when we turn here. It's hard to see on this terrain. Yeah, but it looks fine, as far as I can tell. Okay, it looks fine to me. Maybe we go with this. So we remove this guy here. And yeah, this one is now all about the dust effect here. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so we remove this. We remove this and this. And this. Okay, so that's my suggestion for now. Good. I think I will take a break here. The next session, let's continue this effort. Okay. And then can also continue this review here. Yeah. Good. I will take a break. I wish you a great day or night. Until next time. Goodbye.